Nithyanandam, with the auspicious blessings and grace of my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda Swami, or Swamiji, I make this video today. And in today's video, I want to explore the question about what makes us spiritual. In interacting with some Facebook friends and YouTube subscribers, this question came about where many people don't identify themselves as spiritual people, but they actually are. And how do you know if you're actually a spiritual being, spiritual seeker? Now, if you think through your whole life, you would have had various questions about why life is the way it is. Why have I been successful in this, but not successful in that? Why is this relationship working out, but this one's not happening the way I want it to be? Why am I achieving this at work always, but always failing at this? Or maybe something broader than these. What happens when you die? What happens when you leave the body? Why do some people have tragedy happen to them, but others don't? So all of these, or what is my purpose in life? Now, all of these are questions that we always ask. Maybe we verbalize it, we discuss it. Many times it's something inside of us which we don't share. But just the questioning process means that there is a knowledge happening inside that something around, whatever is happening around us, is not the full picture. It's not the full perception. There's something more, which is why the question comes. Because we're not getting the answers from society, what we learned in school, what we learned from our families. We may get partial answers, but they're not the complete answers. So if you're questioning these things, like why am I happy when X, Y, and Z happens, but why do I go into depression or become upset when A, B, C, D happens? So this recognizing of this up and down that happens in life means that you are on the path of seeking. Just having that awareness that this all doesn't add up means you're a seeker. Now, where do you go from here? There are so many resources supposedly out there that are like self-help or other teachers that claim to help you come answer these questions. But if you've attended many of these programs, they don't actually give you the full solution, a long-term solution, because they're not going to the depth of the problem. When you go into the depth, as Swamiji does in the programs and workshops and through satsang and through all of the teachings, he helps the seeker understand why the seeker is the way he or she is. Now, all of us are a bundle of all the past experiences that have happened in our lives and our physical, chemical, hormonal makeup. All of those contribute to who we are. But we very rarely have any insight into those things. We just tend to have a blind spot to what happened before in life, and we tend to have ignored or forgotten how those happenings in our previous experiences in life actually have profound effects on who we are today, on the decisions we make, on the steps we take in life, on the relationships we have, on how we behave with others, how successful we are. It's not that just your life just happened to you. It just descended on you one day. You are actually responsible for everything that's happening in your life. And when you have that clarity, then you can start to unravel and figure out how to go beyond whatever happened in your past, your patterns, your incompletions, and look towards making the future you want. And this is exactly what all the participants do in the Inner Awakening program, which is a 21-day yoga, meditation, and power manifestation retreat, which is actually happening right now in the Bangalore Adinam. and Swamiji conducts it directly. I am in the Los Angeles Adinam right now, where we probably had the most inner awakening graduates in the whole world, maybe outside of India, where people who, from all walks of life, realize there's something more than what they know, and they want to get to the answer. They want to figure out why they are the way they are. And that's exactly what happens at the Inner Awakening program. Swamiji, through various processes, understandings, and just being in his presence, gives the clarity and experience to the participants of why they are the way they are. How did they get there? And once that clarity and understanding happens, now what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to align your life to? Then giving them the power to make that future happen. Because until you understand why you are the way you are, you'll just be blindly driving. It's like blindly driving a car without a manual. Yeah, you may know how to technically turn the car on, put it in gear, press the accelerator, but you don't know all the mechanics of it to make sure there's no accident. You don't know all the traffic, what the symbols mean on the road, the signs. It's like literally driving blind if you just jump in a car and just hit the streets. And that's what we're doing. Not for any fault of our own. We didn't have a guru, or we didn't have someone who has mastered life and is guiding us along the way. Which is why in Hinduism, there is the concept of a guru. The guru is the foundation of Hinduism, because that is how the knowledge gets passed from disciple to disciple to disciple. So now we have a living master, an avatar, an incarnation, my guru, Pranam Nithyanandam Swami, who is taking masses of people to helping them understand why they are the way they are, and taking responsibility for that, and then from that clarity, making the life they want. And I can tell you from speaking to thousands of devotees, interacting with thousands of people, that this is a reality that can happen for you. And it doesn't matter if you have a Hindu background, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter where you're from. It just means it matters only that you're a human being, and that you recognize there's more to life than what you've been exposed to or what's been told to you. And being sincere about finding the answers and taking it to conclusion. So I highly encourage you to recognize that if you've asked these questions before, then you are truly a seeker. Being a spiritual seeker does not have anything to do with morals. It has nothing to do with right or wrong. It's that sincerity to find the truth for you. And then once that truth is realized, helping others find that truth. So I invite you to learn more about Swamiji. Find out why so many of us are sharing our experiences, talking about him, and encouraging you to attend programs, encouraging you to be initiated by him, because we ourselves experienced it. It's not any kind of propaganda or marketing. It's just from our own experiences and benefits, which we were just like the rest of the world. We're living in the Maya matrix, as Swamiji calls it, working, having families, all the normal things that people normally identify with. But when we met Swamiji, something dramatically shifted inside of us in a way that just opened us up to a much higher perception and cognition of life, and showed us our potential in ways we could never, ever, ever imagine. So from the space of just wanting more and more people to experience that, I'm sharing this video, and you can check out my YouTube site for any other videos that maybe are of interest to you. And always check into Swamiji's YouTube site. There's thousands and thousands of hours of Swamiji speaking on all of these topics and so much more. And tune into daily Nitya Satsang, which is when Swamiji usually comes live from India at 8 a.m. IST. or 7:30 p.m. Pacific time in the US. And it's available through Nithyananda.tv. You just have to register as a student of Nithyananda University. It's totally free, and you actually get credit. So I highly encourage you, because it's no accident that you're even hearing about Swamiji. It's no accident that you're watching videos from his disciples or watching his videos. There's billions of people out there, and many are not even asking these questions. They're just blindly going through life and going through the sufferings. But if you're getting the taste of these questions inside of you, then I highly encourage you to take it to conclusion and just explore these links, watch Swamiji's videos, and learn more about the Inner Awakening program as well. Those links are always in my YouTube description. So thank you so much for allowing me to share, and I hope you have a wonderful day, night, morning, wherever you are. Thank you so much, and Nithyanandam.